ਇੱਕ ਓੰਕਾਰ ਸਤਿਨਾਮ ਕਰਤਾ ਪੁਰਖ ਨਿਰਭਉ ਨਿਰਵੈਰ ਅਕਾਲ ਮੂਰਤ ਅਜੂਨੀ ਸੈਭੰ ਗੁਰ ਪ੍ਰਸਾਦ ਜਪ ਆਦਿ ਸਚ ਜੁਗਾਦਿ ਸਚ ਹੈ ਵੀ ਸਚ ਨਾਨਕ ਹੋਸੀ ਵੀ ਸਚ Guru Roop, Guru Pyari, Guru Swari, Guru Khalsa Sat Sangat Ji, let us all focus our attention on the divine Swarup, the Mata Pita Swarup, the Guru, the Satguru, Tatvan Satguru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj. And whilst our minds are focused on Satguru Ji, let us all join in Guru Fateh to Satguru Ji. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji. So Guru Roop, Guru Pyari, Guru Swari, Sat Sangat Ji, with the greatest of fortune, we find a place in this Sat Sangat where we all join, and whatever minutes and hours we spend here, these minutes, hours, seconds, they will go to waste. Whether we sit here and understand, or whether we don't understand, every single minute spent here goes into our dhikka. Those people that do come here and they join week in, week out in the Katha that is about to start, English Katha, which is Sambandhat, which is about the Bandhi Chhorr. This that will come in about a few weeks' time. However, the Katha will not conclude until at least a year from now. Those people that come week in, week out, collect tiny little bits, some collect a lot, they take it away, and all of this account eventually becomes the account that releases us from this circle of birth and death. So last week, where we got up to was Baba Buddha Sahib Ji had removed the sorrow from Mata Ganga Ji in regards to the Shahidi of Satguru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj. Mataji then reflected and thought, I am the wife of the Jagd Guru, Tantan Satguru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj. This is not befitting of me to behave in this way, to do so, to be in sorrow. Baba Buddha Ji also said to Mataji, even though Baba Ji is twice her age, but look at the Maryada Purushottam that Baba Buddha Ji is. because she is the Dharmapatni of Sadguru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj. Baba Ji refers to as Mata Ji, as Jat Mata. And says that Mata Ji, it is down to you now to look after the Sikh Santan in the stead of Tantan Sadguru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj. That's where we had got to. Mataji had come around from her sorrows, and where the Katha starts off now, Guru Ki Sangat Ji, let us all pay attention lovingly, and let's learn when we hear Katha Guru Ki Sangat Ji. If we pay enough attention, what we begin to visualize is what was happening at that time and how it happened. So prem de naal aao, jo Bandhi Chhorr संबंधित कथा है, आओ और श्रवण करिए तो जीवन सफल करिए।
दोहरा सुध खजूर पहुँचायक उन पाठ गोविंद वाले।
So Guru Rup Sat Sangat Ji, messengers have been sent to Khadur Sahib and Govindwal. Khadur Sahib is the village of Satguru Angad Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj. Govindwal Guru Ki Sangat Ji is the village of Satguru Amardas Sahib Ji Maharaj. Both of their families are still residing there. Messengers have been sent there to give the message that A, Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj Bhana Vartave, they have become Shaheed, and B, the Distar Bandhi of Guru Har Gobind Sahib Ji is about to take place. So Mau Guru Ki Sangat Ji is the pind of Mata Ganga Ji, and Dalle is the pind of a Sikh called Narayan Das, who is the father of Mata Damodari Ji. Mata Damodari Ji, Guru Ki Sangat Ji, is the first wife of Tan Satguru Har Gobind Sahib Ji Maharaj. So messages are also sent to the Pekke pind of Mata Ganga Ji and also to the Pekke pind of Mata Damodari Ji.
Jobe nar nari chad aswari chad aswari aaye sadasar ker vajari.
So Guru Ki Sangat Ji, once the news has reached there, remember, it's not like today. Today we have all sorts of ways of sending messages, WhatsApp, Instagram, Messenger, we can stick on posts on Instagram and Facebook, TikTok, whatever. So today, news gets out like wildfire. In those days, unless you sent a messenger, nothing was getting out. So when these messengers reached there, Guru Ki Sangat nu ikdam chot lagi. There was a sudden hurt in their hearts that Tan Satguru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj, their Satguru, has left, and hon jo Sheme Padshah hai, their Sahibzada Guru Har Gobind Sahib Ji Dastar Bandi hoi hai. However, their pain is so much that Nari, men and women, start to make arrangements to leave at once from wherever. Now, even though 4 pind have been mentioned here, Guru Ki Sangat Ji, so Khadur Sahib, Govindwal Sahib, Mau and Dalle. However, messages are sent all across the Sikh nation. Wherever jithe bhi Sikhan da vasa hai, uthe jaake Guru ke Sikhan ne khabar pahuncha diti da Satguru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj shaheed ho gaye, to unna de Sahibzada Guru Har Gobind Sahib Ji jo Sheme tha hai, unna di dastar bandi honi, meaning that Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj has become shaheed and the dastar bandi of Guru Har Gobind Sahib Ji will take place. So what the Sikh Santan do, Guru Ki Sangat Ji, some travel on horseback. Otherwise, not everyone had horses, Guru Ki Sangat Ji. So a lot of the Sikh Sangat chad gadde aswari. If you have a look at some photos, you'll see an ox or some other kind of animal, maybe a couple of buffaloes. They are pulling gadde, carts. So a lot of Sikh Sangat are loaded onto those that are still able and fit to walk. They all start to make their way towards a place called Sudasa. Now, Guru Ki Sangat Ji, Das has already done benti Sikh Sangat that the name Amritsar Sahib baad vich rakha gaya. Pehlo Ramdas Pursi to pehlo he used to be Sudasa. In Satjug it was Akhwaksa. So as per Jugs, this Asthan becomes Pargat, Fe Chuk Janda, Fe becomes found, then goes booked again. So the Naam that Sant Ji Maharaj Baba Bhai Kavi Santokh Singh Ji has written Sudha Sar meaning Amritsar Sahib. So as soon as the Sikh Sangha arrive at Amritsar Sahib, they meet the other Sikh Sangha and they do afsoos like when someone passes away. We go to their house and jitna marji when we see the mahal of that family, apna bhi man bhare aunda. So kook pukare. As the Sikh Sangha come there, their hearts are already filled with sorrow. The Guru Amardas Sahib, Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj, Shaheed ho gaye, they are no longer able to contain themselves. Now when we hear this is something alien to us. This is almost something foreign to us. That we don't know how to cease parmare. Now if you look throughout the whole world, wherever people are, they've got their own ways, customs and traditions. And when people were sitting up so scared, people are banging their heads on their hands. So the Bibiyan also are behaving in this way, and they're behaving in this way as they enter the quarters of Tan Mata Ganga Ji, basically where Mata Ganga Ji lives. Guru ki Sangati, like the last time a few weeks ago about the young Bibi whose baby passed away at the age of 3 or 4 months. She came to Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj. She didn't cry. She just placed her baby in Maharaj's lap. Why? She was a pakki nitneman drifta wali Guru Sikhani, Guru ka bacha. So just like that, there are some Uttam Bibi as well. Oh, they don't want to cry. They're not banging their hands on their head. As soon as they meet Mata Ganga Ji asks them to sit. They sit in Mata Ganga Ji's Charan Sharan. And they start to speak about the greatness of Guru Sahib Ji, even though they know we sog nahi karna, not to be sorrowful at the Shaheedi of Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj. But when they're remembering Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj, Bhai Sahib Ji writes that Kamal Balochan Tej Jal Hai, that from their Kamal Netra, their lotus eyes, why these are Rabbarangiya Ruha, from their lotus eyes, Neel, water, Jal, tears begin to flow. Tan Mata Ganga Ji meets all with respect. There is no bigotry here. There is no I am great and you are not, or I am higher than you. Mata Ji aao pehne ghar mein lai aankh se hildadiyan. She meets all these Bibiyan as if they're their own sisters. Jabki Baba ke milke Prem Nal, Adar de Nal, those that are older than Mata Ji places them on a higher place. Aao betho, Salman de Nal, Prem de Nal, and then the dialogue between the Bibiyan and Mata Ji begins. Those Bibiyan that are not able to contain themselves and they're crying a bit more, Mata Ji says to them, we rovo na, now's not the time to cry. Do not cry, let's instead talk about, remember when Mata Ji says this, it's from two different perspectives, right? Mata Ji says, let's not cry, let's talk about the greatness of Satguru, Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj. Now that would be funny for Mata Ji to say, that would be funny for us to say in our households. But Mata Ji is not only the wife of Guru Arjan Dev Ji, she is also the Sikh of Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj. So when Mata Ji speaks here, she speaks from a good Sikh's point of view. What she's saying to the Bibiyan, we don't go now, let's not cry. Let's talk about the gun of Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj instead.
Jagabar ki aagya jim hoi, hoye kaise karhe ulkan soye.
Mata Ji says, hey Pehno, that whatever has happened in Guruji's hukam. And Guruji's hukam is as such Guru ki Sangati. That Mata Ji makes it clear, she goes, kaise kare ulkan soye, who can overturn the Guru's hukam? Whatever Guruji wanted to do, Guruji has done. No one ever samrata to overturn this, so let's not be in sorrow, let's be in greatness. There's a point worth noting here, Guru Ki Sangat Ji. Well, if you remember, Pehlo Mata Ji was doing so, she was in sorrow. But then Tan Baba Buddha Sahib Ji Maharaj removed the soul from Mata Ji. And now Mata Ji is doing exactly the same to the Bibiyan that have come. Mata Ji is explaining to those Bibiyan that those that know, they know. Those that don't know, it is the duty of elder Gursikhs to teach them. We all learn from each other. That is the whole point of Sangat. So Mataji is telling them that we upper learn something nahi. That we, jo Guru hai, Guru Arjan Dev Ji hai, do not think of their body as the same as other upper learn, as other men. That their body is not like other men. Sada Suchand Aaye Japmai. That whenever they come into this world, they come with immense power and immense bliss, and nothing can ever remove or affect that. So Mata Ganga Ji is explaining to these Bibiyan that they came here. Kar Karaj Nir Sadan Siddhata. They came here to do a Karaj. And Guru Ki Sangat Ji, what is that Karaj? Today, Sikh Sangha across the entire world are sitting in the Sadhu Sangha of Tan Sadguru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj. And they are also today celebrating the Pehla Prakash, the first time Prakash of Aad Sadguru Granth Sahib Ji happened in Harmandir Sahib. Tan Sadguru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj is the one whose Charan Kamal we should focus our minds on and do Namaskar, because it was Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj who was responsible for bringing this Pari Sarup of Sadguru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj, Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj, into this dunya and putting all the body of the Guru Sahibans and the Bhakt Sahibans and the Bhakt Sahibans all into one Sarup and making the Sarup of Sadguru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj. It was Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj that did the courage of giving us Sri Harmandir Sahib. It was Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj, Guru Ki Sangat Ji, that created Taran Taran Sahib. It was Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj who taught us how to ultimately live in the ultimate Pana. It was Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj who gave the Sikhs the strength, and the Sikhs still get strength from Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj. It we sees Jave te Jave, par mera Sikhi Siddhat na Jave, meaning Shahidi. So the Karaj Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj had come to do, Karaj, they have done that Karaj. Nid Sadan Siddhave, and then once they have done that Karaj, they went back to their home of Sachkhand. Mata is telling the Bibiyan that Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj, they are not under anyone or anything's control. Nothing can affect them in any way, nothing can affect them, I beg your pardon, in any way whatsoever. That, so Maharaj is explaining that we only did a tane, because everyone's heard we Maharaj had sat on this Tati Tavi, Maharaj had hot sand food in their seas, Maharaj hadn't eaten anything, Maharaj hadn't drunk anything, Maharaj had stood on the Tati Tavi, Maharaj had been boiled in water. When the Sikh Sangat had heard this from the messengers, wherever the messenger had gone, Guru Ki Sangat Ji jithe prem hunda, utte fe dukh bhi hunda, right? So these Sikh Sangat, bibiyan, dukh pariyan aaiyan hoiyan. So Mataji is saying, look, don't think of Guru Ki Stan as that. Maharaj endured all that, but not once did Maharaj even flicker that eyelid. Meaning nothing can affect Guru Sahib Ji. So Mataji is explaining this, Mataji explained that they came into this world with a duty. I've already shared that duty with you, very limited. Maharaj's duties no one can speak and say. So they came and they did their duty, and then they returned to Sachkhand, and nothing and no one can ever control Guruji in any way. So Mataji is saying, look, they came into this world. Whoever came to Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj, Guru Ki Sangat Ji, you are all sitting here. Okay? All of you sitting here. Is there any one person here who can put their hand up and say that I came to Maharaj Ji Dukhi, to Guru Granth Sahib Ji, to Minu Sukh nahi milya. Maharaj Ji removed that dukh. There isn't anyone. So Mata Ji is saying, Jo Dhund Log, whoever is suffering in this world, whoever came to Guru Arjan Dev Ji's Charan Shah, Maharaj removed that dukh from them. There is no one who comes to Guru Sahib Ji's house and gets turned away. It's a different ballgame altogether that we come to Guru Sahib Ji's house and we say, Maharaj, minu off license de de. And Maharaj doesn't give that off license. Oh, dukh nahi remove karna, oh, the narka da darwaja kholna hai. So when anyone's got any genuine problem in their life and they come seeking the sanctuary of Guru Sahib, Maharaj is as such that Maharaj removes that suffering from them. Maharaj shows them the way. Whenever someone comes here with whatever issue they've got, Maharaj will show them the way, one way or the other. We jab karo, nitnem karo, simran karo. What Maharaj actually shows us is not what we need to do extra to our lives, what we're lacking in our life. Because look, we all eat, we're sitting here, right? We all eat food to nourish our bodies. But very few people nourish their soul. As food is for the body, as water is for the body, as air is for the body, so Nitnem is for the soul, so Simran is for the soul, so Katha is for the soul, so Seva is for the soul. So what Maharaj shows us कितना आपा जने टोए दे विच डिगे होए ना ओदे विचों कितना निकलना. Maharaj shows the way. So Dhund Lok Anand Bilande Sada Mukand Das Nit Brinde. That is for the people that come here to the Dukhiya. Those people that come here and have become sevaks, Sikh sevaks of Satguru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj, of Guru Nanak Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj. To them, Sada Mukand Das Nit Brinde. Maharaj unhonu mukt karke rakh dende hai. Do not ever be in doubt that if we come to Guru Ka, Papa Guru Di Seva ch lag jange. Guru ki sangat ji, you know the sevaks of Guru Sahib Ji. Most of you hear from the parents. जितना आपा निक्का बच्चा पाली दा नाथ साहब महाराज आते सिख सेवका की पालना करते हैं. There is no doubt in this. So Mata Ji says, Sada Mukand Das Nit Brinde. Those Das that are close to Guru Sahib Ji in Seva. Remember there are two types of Seva. Guru Ki Sangat Ji, we must partake in both. Ek to hai Hathi Seva. The Seva we do with our hands. And that's why we jode, chhade, thale, chalu de liya, brush, say, wash, jute bartan, or have prepare prashade, or give sandhya, or teach children like this boxing classes here. Or we seva, we have to seva, yeah? Because in Gurmat there is Sant and Sipahi, both are us. Then there's the other seva, the seva, the greatest seva we can do. And what is that seva? Jodo apna baithte kare hai. We sit and move Vaheguru. Whether we understand, whether we connect or not, when we keep on doing this seva, it is the greatest seva of all. When we come here into the Sadh Sangat Ji, when we come here and sit here, aaj jo baith ke seva ho rahi hai na, ye bahut mahan hai. No one can speak from this, from their divan. So that seva, those six sevaks, Maharaj, Mata Ganga Ji Maharaj is saying that ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਮੁਕਤ ਕਰਕੇ ਰੱਖ ਦਿੰਦੇ ਗੁਰੂ ਅਰਜਨ ਦੇਵ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ.
ਜਸ ਪਥਾਰ ਚੰਦ ਮਾਨਿਤ ਜਨ ਸਕੰਦ ਸੋ ਪਦ ਅਰਵਿੰਦ.
So ਜਸ ਪਥਾਰ ਚੰਦ ਮਨਿੰਦ. They are speaking of the greatness of Satguru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj. Jan Sukh Kand So Pad Arvind. That all the six sevaks, Mata Ji is telling the Bibiyan, that all of their sukhiyan, all of their khushiyan are rooted in the Charan Kamal of Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj. Guru Ki Sangat is not. Sometimes when we hear the same thing again and again, go from different angles, the limited mind becomes bored. Jada Vishal Hirta na picks different ways of connecting with Guru Sahib Ji. What we've done, I come across a great array of people. There's this new thinking amongst us. We are sitting Akal Purkhune Mandaya, Guru da koi na hi nahi. Who is Guru? Guru is the bodily manifestation of Akal Purkh. There is no way to Akal Purkh, there is no way to Allah, Khuda, Ram, Bhagwan, God. Call him what you want to. There is no way to that divine being other than Guru. Why? Because that one being took the form of Guru to teach us the way to him. What we're doing inadvertently is we're rejecting we're rejecting the way that we want to connect with. We're rejecting his way of connecting with him. So when we hear the greatness of Guru again and again, what we're connecting to Guru Ki Sangati is something called the Sargun Surup. Once we've connected with the Sargun Surup, it's the Sargun Surup that then clicks us over into the Nirgun Surup. So Jinnah vi jas sunde Guru da, we can never get enough. Mata ji saying we, when Guru Arjan Dev Ji, on Guru Ki Sangati prerna le dal sunyo, just in case you ever need to answer to someone. When people say like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago when I went off on a bit of a tea, we Guru Ji just drown kar data se Ravi Darya for nonsense. Guru de Sikha da Pilwal nahi vinda kar sakta like Baba Ranok Singh. तो गुरु का कौन कर भाई मनी सिंह, भाई मत्ते दास, बाबा दीप सिंह का सीस रख गया, still kept on fighting with the head on the head. Guru the Sikha का परिवार नहीं बंदा कर सकता. Who can do it with the Guru? Who can drown the Guru? The Guru that causes us all to swim across the Bhav. Who can drown that Guru? Mata ji is explaining to the Sikh Sangha, to the Bibiyan. The Guru came here for a carriage. I've already mentioned that carriage. Whilst they were doing that carriage, what does the Guru see? The Guru sees the Kide of the earth, the Mughals, and their Diwan, Chandu, plotting against the house of Guru Nanak, plotting against their house. The Guru is Marjida Malik, they can do what they want to, who can stop them? So what does the Guru decide to do? They still do the carriage they came here for, but they decide to put such a weight on the Mughal Hukumat that it will sink itself. If you've got a boat, utte paar laddi jao, laddi jao, laddi jao. The cargo it's carrying eventually sinks it. The paar the Mughals had put on their own head the Shahidi of Guru Arjan Dev Ji. Guru Ki Sangati for 2,200 kilometers from Iran all the way down to Beba, the Mughals ruled. Where are they today? Kithe gaye? Where is Guru Arjan Dev Ji's bache? Ah, dekho bhi. Guru Arjan Dev Ji's bache are all over the planet. Where are the Mughals today? Any bhari Shakti wale si. Why? When the Guru came here for their carriage, they did their carriage at the same time. They realized we the Nirvair de naal vair kar rahe. Nirvair kaun? Guru Nanak Dev Ji da carriage. Let's destroy them. So Mata ji said, Chand Paat ki sir de dosh. Dada papi Chandu de sir dosh launa si. Lage han. And having done that, they've gone to Bekut from where they came. Not one thing has been changed or destroyed by Guru Arjan Dev Ji. Guru Arjan Dev Ji is Sat Vyapak, pervading everywhere they were when they were here, and they are still now. So the Istriyan, the Bibiyan from Pal and Train, Pal are Guru Amardas Sahib Ji Maharaj's bloodline. The Train are Guru Angad Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj's bloodline. The Bibiyan from there. When they hear this from Mata Gandhari, their sorrow stops and they start speaking of the greatness of Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj as well. Guru Ki Sangati, what we're actually learning here is what we should be doing when somebody passes in our families. When somebody passes in our families, our jivans should be as such that we apna ro ro ke kamle nahi hona chahiye. Apne jivan aise hone chahiye, Guru de charnan de vich batiit kite hone chahiye, that je koi apne parivar de vichon ਆਦਾ ਸਰੀਰ ਤਿਆਰ ਜਾਵੇ, ਆਪਾਂ ਕਹਿਣ ਜੋਗੇ ਹੋਈਏ ਵੀ ਹਾਂਜੀ ਸਾਡੇ ਮਾਤਾ ਪਿਤਾ ਨੇ ਗੁਰੂ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਦੇ ਚਰਨਾਂ ਕਮਲਾਂ ਦੇ ਸੇਵਕ ਸੀ, ਗੁਰੂ ਘਰ ਦੇ ਸੇਵਕ ਸੀ, ਨਿਤਨੇਮੀ ਸੀਗੇ, ਰਹਿਤ ਰੱਖਣ ਵਾਲੇ ਸੀਗੇ। That's the kind of jivans we have. Then we can also speak about the greatness of ours when they pass away. That is also what we learn from here. So, Bhalan Taren Ulki Dara Sun Sun Sabin Sujas Uchara. Now the focus has shifted from sorrow to singing the praise, speaking about the praise of Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj. All the Bibiya from Pau and Dalle. They have also, at first were doing the Jagriti, what's crying. Now they've stopped and they are also speaking of the greatness of Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji. All the Sikh Sangta from all four directions, Guru Ki Sangat Ji. So all the Sikh Sangta from all over the Sikh world, wherever they are arriving day in day out. Guru Ki Sangat Ji, just try to visualize this. Harmandir Sahib is made. The Sarovar has been excavated. The Parakrama is still continuing. The city is just being established. And there is so much Sangha arriving from all over the Sikh world. Wherever the news reaches of Guru Arjan Dev Ji Shahidi and Satguru Hargobind Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji Dastar Bandhi, along with the Masans from the area, they all start arriving at Amritsar Sahib. Guru Ki Sangat Ji, when we hear the word Masand, these days we use the word Masand to degrade someone, because that's what they become at the time of Guru Gobind Singh Sahib Ji Maharaj. But the Masands, when they were first starting off, Change Gur Sikha wale Jeevan wale, they say Masands, they were respect worthy. They had a great place in the house of Guru Nanak Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj. So what would happen, the Masands would be the representatives of the Guru in respect of the administration. So wherever the Masands are, wherever the Sikh Sangha are, the Masands along with the Sikh Sangha have started travelling and they are arriving at Sudasar at Sri Amritsar Sahib. Bhai Sahib Ji writes that Hazaran di ginti, thousands of Sikh Sangha are arriving day by day. And as we've already heard, when they come, when they first meet there, the Sikh Sangha, the first thing they do absource about the Shahidi of Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj. The radiant Guru Hargobind Sahib Ji Maharaj's Kamal Mukhda has been described as the Chand. As when we sometimes step out into a clear night and we see a full moon, I don't know about you, but I become dissolute. I can stand there looking at it for ages. Just like that is the radiance on the face of Satguru Hargobind Sahib Ji Maharaj. The Sikh Sangha come there and they are seeing this. Guru Ji Maharaj is holding that Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj, Guru Ki Sangat Ji, we need to focus on this. Even though my duty from Maharaj is to sit here and share the Katha, but Diwan Satguru Maharaj Ji, that they are the supreme here. Just like Satguru Ji ne Diwan laya hoya hai, a Diwan thousands of times greater is being held at Sri Harmandir Sahib, at Sri Amritsar Sahib. Huge chadre have been brought out all over the area surrounding the Amrit Sarovar, in Sri Harmandir Sahib and around Sri Harmandir Sahib. Outside, huge chadre have been brought out and laid for the Sikh Sangha to come and sit. The Sikh Sangha come, they sit there. There is so much langar prasada, kada prasad being made that it's being served all day long and kade bhi tod nahi aa rahi, it's going, being served. Whenever someone's hungry, they go and eat.
जप को चाहे कर दे हमारे
Whenever anyone gets hungry, they go and eat.
मानव वृंद कर को कारे
There are so many people involved in the organization. Guru ki sabhi sochna chahiye apne bada de thoda bit. If we have a city counterpart side, even if there may be 10 members in our family, sare nu nat par jandi hai just to welcome our guests and arrange everything. Here, Bhai Sahib has written thousands of Sikh Santan arriving at Sri Mandir side for the Dastar Bandhi of Guru Har Gobind Sahib Ji Maharaj and to do a source of Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji Shahidi. They're arriving, so many people are involved in the administration, in the organization of this.
आतिक समाज निताब तारे
There is, I think, so much a great number of responsibilities in order to get this all arranged.
खर्च होत कुछ गनती नाही
Bhai Sahib writes that there's so much kharcha happening, there is no ginti. Only Guru Sahib Ji knows we kinne paise kharch ho rahe hain for the saam sambhal of the Sikh Sanghas that are arriving.
सर्गन संत कार सर्वाभरणीय
Sarv Sandhkar Nirvahi. So all the Masants, they are living up to their duty. So all the Masants, they are living up to the duties that they have been entrusted with, and that is to organize and carry out whatever needs to be done on a huge scale.
श्री गुरु ग्रंथ पाठ करवाय
ਹੁਣ ਗੁਰੂ ਕੀ ਸੰਗਤ ਦੀ ਲੋਕ ਭਾਈ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਰਾਈਟ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਗ੍ਰੰਥ ਪਾਠ ਕਰਵਾਇਆ. Now when we sit here, we know that Guru Gobind Singh Sahib Ji Maharaj at the time of Amrit Sanchar, the first Amrit Sanchar, ਹੁਕਮ ਕਰਦਾ ਵੀ ਜੋ ਪੰਜ ਬਾਣੀਆਂ ਨਿਤਨੇਮ ਦੀਆਂ ਅੰਮ੍ਰਿਤ ਸੰਚਾਰ ਵੇਲੇ ਉਹ ਨਿਤਨੇਮ ਦੀਆਂ ਬਾਣੀਆਂ ਪੰਜ ਸਵੇਰ ਦੀਆਂ ਸ਼ਾਮ ਨੂੰ ਬੈ ਮਿਨੀਮਮ ਰਹਿਰਾ ਸਾਹਿਬ and then Sri Sweta Sahib. That's the bare minimum, bare minimum that Guru Singh should be doing. We know when that began, okay? Now, we know that the Shastra Rakhanda Hukam began at the time of Guru Har Gobind Sahib and Guru Gobind Singh Sahib Ji Maharaj. Where did the first Sahaj Path, lots of you Sikh Santan have been to a Sahaj Path or have had a Sahaj Path done? A lot of you have either been to or had done another counterpart side. Where did this Maryada begin from? So what you will learn now is that this first Sahaj Path, Jada Rakhya Gaya Siga, was kept after the Shahidi of Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj. So Sri Guru Granth Path Karvaya.
पाई वृद्ध पंथन को रायव
And none other than Tata Baba Buddha Sahib Ji Maharaj was given the hukam by Guru Har Gobind Sahib Ji to be the party at the first ever Sahaj Path.
करहिर बापी कीर्तन काने
What Bhai Sahib is actually listing is not only what happened then, but is what has become the Maryada for Antam Sanskar. We can, if anybody asks, well, you know, when somebody dies, what do Guru Sikhs do? A, we will learn here what the Guru Sikhs do, and B, when it began. This is how it began after the Shahidi of Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj. Again, another Karaj, jo Maharaj karke gaye a duniya ch.
पाई वृद्ध पंथन को लायव
So Baba Buddha Ji, they have been made the party. So in the Sahaj Path, during the day, Sahaj Path in the morning, 2 sloks of Jait Sri ki var and 2 sloks of Madhans ki var. Idi Katha hundi hai. We've lost this as time has gone. When somebody passes away, what do? ਗੁਰਦੁਆਰੇ ਆ ਕੇ ਗ੍ਰਾਂਤੀ ਸਿੰਘ ਨੂੰ ਕਹਿਤਾ ਵੀ ਸਾਡਾ ਫਲਾਣਾ ਜਾਂ ਸਾਡਾ ਜੋ ਵੀ ਪਰਿਵਾਰ ਦਾ ਮੈਂਬਰ ਚੜ੍ਹਾਈ ਕਰ ਗਿਆ. Half the people don't even come to listen daily to the Sahaj Path. Half the people just give the Granthi Singh paise to Path karwa de, that's it. We can show people Path karwa de. Look what we fizzled it down to. This is not what should be happening. The Sahaj Path that happens, the Parvar must come and listen to it. Every single day, daily. in the morning 2 sloks of Jain Sri ki War di katha honi chahiye and 2 sloks of Vadhans ki War. In the evening 5 sloks of Sahasriti ki War Guru ki Sangat ji. 5 sloka di katha in the evening should happen. And does this happen now? Yes, it happened not too long ago. Gyani Gurudev Singh ji, who was a Sandhya teacher to many Sikh Sanghas in Southall, when they passed away, the Sikh servants who served Gyani Gurudev Singh ji and the Sikh Sanghas who lived by Maharaj's Maryada did exactly this at Clifton Road Gurdwara, because some Gurdwara, I don't know why, what has gotten into the committees, they won't accommodate this. ਜੇ ਗੁਰੂ ਘਰ ਦੀ ਪ੍ਰਬੰਧਕ ਕਮੇਟੀ ਅਖਵਾਉਣਾ ਫਿਰ ਪ੍ਰਬੰਧ ਕਰਨਾ ਵੀ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ ਕਿ ਗੁਰੂ ਦੀ ਮਰਿਆਦਾ ਨੂੰ। ਸੋ at Clifton Road ਗੁਰਦੁਆਰਾ ਸਹਿਜ ਪਾਠ happen every single day for 10 days, 10 ਦਿਨਾਂ ਤੱਕ ਭੋਗ ਪਾਈਦਾ। In the morning 4 ਸ਼ਲੋਕਾਂ ਦੀ ਕਥਾ and in the evening 5 ਸ਼ਲੋਕਾਂ ਦੀ ਕਥਾ, and this happened right the way throughout until ਜਿੱਦਣ ਤੱਕ ਭੋਗ ਨਹੀਂ ਪਾਇਆ।
ਕਰ ਹੈ ਰਬਾਬੀ ਕੀਰਤਨ ਕਾਨੇ।
And also Rababi, the Kirtaniya should do Kirtan also. So at that time, अनेक ही Kirtaniya आंदे हैं and they are doing Kirtan all day longer.
ਕਬ ਸਿੱਖ ਗਾਏ ਜੇ ਰਾਗੀ ਬਾਨੇ ਬਨੇ।
So ਜਿਹੜੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਕਵੀ ਵੀ ਆਉਂਦੇ ਨੇ, ਜਿਹੜੇ ਸਿੱਖ ਉਹ ਵੀ ਆਣ ਕੇ ਗਾਉਂਦੇ ਆ, ਜਿਹੜੇ ਰਾਗੀ ਬਣੇ। Now look, Guru Ki Sangat, what I'm going to say is this, we're told this, we won't know. First the Rabab, the Kirtan Guru Ki Sangat used to be only done from Bhai Pardana Ji's bloodline and those that are called Marasis. ਇਹੀ ਗੱਲਾਂ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਰਾਗ ਕਰਦੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਸੀ, ਕੀਰਤਨ ਕਰਦੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਸੀ। But when Satta and Balwanda, when they ਰੁੱਸ ਗਏ ਸੀ ਨਾ ਗੁਰੂ ਘਰ ਨਾਲ ਵੀ ਅਸੀਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਕੀਰਤਨ ਕਰਨਾ, ਠੀਕ ਆ, ਮਹਾਰਾਜ forgave them, ਪਰ ਉਸ ਵੇਲੇ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਨੇ ਆਦਾ ਬਚਨ ਕਰਤਾ ਸੀ ਵੀ ਸਿੱਖੋ ਹੁਣ ਰਾਗ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਵੀ ਪ੍ਰਵੇਸ਼ ਕਰ ਗਿਆ, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਵੀ ਕੀਰਤਨ ਕਰਿਆ ਕਰੋ। So the Gursikhs who had learned Rag, they are coming day in day out and doing Kirtan all day longer.
Bhajan Akhand Parvaha Mahanta.
Bhai Sahib ji writes that Bhajan Akhand, there's a non-stop laddi, like a river flows non-stop, like that there's a flow of Bhajan and Bandhi all day and all night after the passing of Guru Arjan Dev Ji, after the Shahidi of Guru Arjan Dev Ji, and at the first Sahaj Path, Kirtan, Katha, the Bani da Parvar Chaldi Janda day and night.
Hoye Jeevan Galan Sananta.
Bhai Sahib ji writes that Jeda Uthe Aanke Prani Aanke Sun Janda, whoever comes there lives lovingly and sits and listens, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਜੀਵਨ ਕਲਿਆਣ, that they find a way out of this chakra of life and death. Guru Ki Sangat ji, do not think that this is only limited to them. When in our parvar someone passes away, if we do the Antam Sanskar Guru Ki Sangat ji as per Guru's Maryada, मैं नहीं ये कह रहा, Guru मत कह रही है। When we do a Sahaj Path and we come and listen to the Sahaj Path, we have Katha twice a day and Kirtan. If that Prani was not able to do any Bhajan Bandgi during their life, मैं नहीं कह रहा, this is Guru Ji's Maryada, Maharaj ਉਸ ਪ੍ਰਾਣੀ ਦਾ ਭਲਾ ਕਰ ਦਿੰਦੇ ਆ। What do we do? Soon as somebody passes, ਇਹ ਨਵੀਂ ਪਤਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਿੱਥੋਂ ਰੀਤੀ ਆ ਗਈ ਆ, we write R.I.P. What has R.I.P. got to do with the Sikh faith? R.I.P. means rest in peace, rest in peace. Who's resting in peace? The Christians, Muslims and Jews. That's what they believe in. What has this got to do with the Sikh Dharma? Soon as we close our eyes for the last time, we go on to the next leg of the journey. Even the Christians, Muslims and the Jews do that. But it's their belief that they're going to rest until the day of Qiyamah, the judgment day comes, then they're going to be awoken. Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj says, मिट्टी मुसलमान की पेड़े पे एक कुम्हार है। Maharaj says the मिट्टी, Maharaj was instructing the Maulvis. They were saying to Guru Nanak Dev Ji, ਜਦੋਂ ਸਾਡਾ ਕੋਈ ਮਰਦਾ ਅਸੀਂ ਤਾਂ ਦਫਨਾਉਂਦੇ ਹਾਂ, that when the time of judgment comes, Qiyamah comes, that they'll be woken up and they'll be judged. Maharaj Hospital. Maharaj ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਉਹ kind of hasumini ਗੱਲ is this, what about those areas? Look, Guru Maharaj is the creator, they know exactly what happens. Maharaj says, what happens to those places where the kunyar, where a qabristan has been left unattended? It becomes an ujar, like a jungle. Then eventually overgrown. Then eventually the kunyar, the potmaker goes there, and mitti kadda. Why? Utho badi cheekly mitti mardi hai. And then he makes pots of it. What happens to those whose mitti has been made into pots? Unhanu kaun jagayega? So Maharaj, so when we do Sahaj Path, Guru Ki Sangat, according to Gurmat, even though that individual was not able to maybe connect in their lifetime, Maharaj another bhala kar dinde in the hereafter. So we started off from my rant about RIP, and then I went to somewhere and I don't know where I went after that. RIP has got nothing to do with Sikhi. Rest in peace. Jada keda onda, rest in peace. There is no rest. You go on to the next leg of the journey, and in the next leg of the journey, look, you are all working, right? If you have to go to holiday to Australia, if you've never worked a day in your life in this country, what are you going to go and spend over there? Get back on the plane and come back and paise. But the person who kamai kiti hue jaake jo marji kare, the person who's done dharm di kamai hai, nitnem di kamai hai, unna nu koi fikr nahi. But the person who hasn't, Maharaj looks after their Gursikhs. If one person in a parvar Guru da Sikh ban jaye, Maharaj kehte, I will take care of your parvar. I will bring them, however I bring them, into my fold given time. So bhajan akhand parvar bahanta hoye Jeevan Kalyan Sultan. Whoever listening in this first sad part, purely by just listening and attending, Bhai Sahib ji kehde unde Kalyan hon lapi, meaning Maharaj has set them on the path to Mukti. Once 13 days have passed in this way, so ਜਦੋਂ 13 ਦਿਨ ਗੁਰੂ ਕੀ ਸੰਗਤ ਜੀ ਬੀਤ ਗਿਆ, after 13 days of the Vartara as such, the part of Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji had got towards the concluding angs. So ਉੱਥੇ ਤੱਕ ਪਾਠ ਪਹੁੰਚ ਕੇ, now we've limited it to 10, you can go over 10 as well. We've limited, look what we've done. The boundless, the apar akar Vaheguru, ਆਪਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਪਾਰ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਲੈ ਆਂਦਾ, we brought him into some kind of confine. We've made Sri Kanpad Sahib's 48 hours. Now, mera thun kehna bhi Japi Singh na bol bala hota hai. They say at night time we have to read Bani at such a speed just to meet the 10 a.m. or 7 a.m. or 6 a.m. whatever a.m. they have to do quote. Who's listening to it? Kenu paida hoya? The part they've limited to 48 hours. We should not limit part to anything. ਜਦੋਂ ਪਾਠ ਕਰਨਾ, ਪਾਠ ਭਿੱਜ ਕੇ ਬਾਣੀ ਨੂੰ ਪੜ੍ਹੋ। ਇੱਕ ਪਾਠ ਪੂਰਾ ਪਰਿਵਾਰ ਤਾਰ ਕੇ ਰੱਖ ਲਏਗੀ। There is no shanka, no doubt in what I say whatsoever, and I say that sitting in Maharaj Sahib Ji's prem ਨਾਲ ਪੜ੍ਹੋ। So after 13 days have passed, and we've got the part, the Bani has reached the antale slok of Maharaj Sahib Ji's Bani. Keeping in, so once the Bani has reached towards the concluding parts of the concluding angs of Sadhguru Maharaj's Bani, well, Jagat Geet ke het usai. So according to the traditions of the Jagat, of the area, of the time, Maharaj Ji,
Sangat Bulai Samadai.
So Maharaj calls the Sikh Sangat on that, especially the 13th day. Maharaj sends messages out to all the Sikh Sangat living in Amritsar Sahib. Visare aao, all of you come and attend.
Ramadas Pur Pach Sur Nike.
So the panches, the benches of the Sri Amritsar Sahib, the Nike, the good ones, Guru ki Sangat these days, the Sarpanch, you give him a bottle and he'll do whatever you want him to do. Corruption's everywhere in politics, even in a local level. But in those days, the Sarpanch, their Gurmukh Pyare or Amritsar Sahib, they're on a good Jeevan. Because they are the elders of Sri Amritsar Sahib. Guru Hargobind Sahib sends messages, calls them close to sit, and let's get on to the next part of what's going to happen. When all the 600 are there, an untold amount of the Gra Prasad has been made. People arriving, जिन्होंने भी स्नेह भेजे हुए हैं, all of them are arriving one by one. Everyone is coming and being seated in the vicinity of Harmandir Sahib, all the surrounding area. And Baba Buddha Ji Sahib ne Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji the Sahib Path ka Bhog Pata Maharaj Baba Buddha Ji has done the Bhog of Guru Granth Sahib Ji. Guru Ki Sangat Ji ekte Visram dene so 5 minutes. We got 5 minutes left. So the reason being why Guru Ki Sangat Ji today is the Pehla Prakash of Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj. This is something that is very close to Das's heart, and I want everyone to sit here and please listen. On this day, we tell the world that once the Sarup of Satguru Granth Sahib Ji at the time had been completed by Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj, that Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj was sitting in deep thought. And when they were sitting in deep thought, they were asked by the Gursikhs like Baba Buddha Ji and Bhai Prana Ji and Bhai Gurdas Ji Maharaj, why are you in such a deep thought today? And Guru Arjan Dev Ji answers, today we are going to do the first Prakash of Aad Granth, as Maharaj Sahib Ji's Pavitra Naam was at that time, at Harmandir Sahib. And we are thinking of how to do the savari, how to take Maharaj Satguru Granth Sahib Ji's Sarup over to Harmandir Sahib. We are thinking whose head, upon whose head we should do the savari, whose head is pavitra enough, whose head is pure enough. And the Gursikh standing by answers straight, Maharaj, is this even something that we need to think of? Whose head could be more pure? Whose head could be more worthy of doing the savari of Maharaj's Pehla Prakash other than yours? Whose head could be more worthy and more pure? And that's where Satguru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj ne Farmaya, they said there is one more head that is even more pure than ours. And that's the cease of Baba Buddha Sahib. And Sikh Santan Dekhan, they said, well, Maharaj, Baba Buddha Ji, we matha tekte Baba Buddha Sahib Ji, but Guru to Guru hi hunda. Maharaj kehte, bilkul, Guru is Guru. But the reason why we say that Baba Buddha Sahib Ji's cease is more pavitra than us, because Baba Buddha Ji has placed their forehead on the Charan Kamal of Guru Nanak Dev Ji, Guru Angad Dev Ji, Guru Amar Das Ji, and Sade Pita Guru Ram Das Ji. And even us as the fifth Guru, Panjab Guru Sahiban the Charan Show Prapat hui hai. That's why it's the purest head. And Baba Buddha Ji the cease pe Maharaj ki savari hoegi. And that's exactly what happened to Guru Ki Sangat. Now we tell the world this on this day. But yet we have the audacity to place Satguru Ji's Swaroop on our butt and take Maharaj Ji's Swaroop home for Akhand Path Sahib, for Sukhmani Sahib. Here in the Gurdwara, there is no bottles of alcohol and there is no meat. Yet we can have alcohol and meat, if not in the house, in the garage outside. Why Baba Ji the Kare Hona? No, Maharaj is coming to the Hudur, the whole parameter surrounding your house. We sit on this day and we tell the whole world this. But do we live by this? When Nagar Kirtan happens, Maharaj Sahib Ji's Swaroop is carried usually on the head of the most famous person rather than the greatest Sevadar to Maharaj's Palki Sahib outside, and the Palki Sahib se Maharaj Nagar Kirtan de vich bless the 600. We don't even wash our cars when we take Maharaj's Swaroop home. There's a van associated to this Gurdwara which is Guru Sahib Ji's Palki Sahib, and we don't even take Maharaj in that. People that are associated with the Prabandhak Gurdwara, even they don't enforce this. In fact, they stick their leg in. What has happened? Why is there a difference between the Pehla Prakash of Satguru Ji's Swaroop? Why is there difference between Nagar Kirtan? Why is there difference of Nit Prakash of Satguru Granth Sahib Ji from Kotha side to Harmandir side, and the everyday running of Maharaj's Guru Ka and Maryada? Why is there a difference? If that's not hypocrisy, what else is hypocrisy? If that's not turning a blind eye to the sanskar that is due to Guru Sahib Ji's Swaroop, what else is? On this Pehla Prakash of Guru Sahib Ji's Swaroop today, if we haven't done this before, do this today. Pran karo, make a promise that if we are ever to do beti to Maharaj, Maharaj sade kare chal paat. If we ever want to do beti, Maharaj come and bless our house. That we clean our house entirely. We make sure nothing untoward is in that house. Nothing against Guru's Maryada is in that house. That we don't take a palki with a nikka chandova. You know those little palki that they have with a nikka chandova? My baby to you, Guru Ki Sangat, try sitting in there 5 minutes yourself. And we expect Maharaj to expect not sitting there for 48 hours. No, put the chandova side as it is here on our walls. Don't be scared of drilling and then having to fill it in with polyfill and painting afterwards. Make your house Guruji's house. Then Ishnan karke, as per Gur Maryada, Panja Singha benti karo bhi Maharaj Sahib Ji de naal aavo sade chale. Then keeping Guru Maharaj Satkar Path karwao. Suno bhi. Make that pran. If we make that pran, it's us who's connecting with Guru Sahib Ji. Guru Sahib Ji does not need to connect with us. Guru Sahib Ji does not even need us. It is us who need Guru Sahib Ji. So on that benti Guru Ki Sangat Ji, the time is now 2 minutes past 8, I've got 2 minutes over. 8 Bisram Dinde and Katha Vichara aap ji nara samne karke hoya. I'm ginti bhula chuka ho jaiye. Guru Ki Sangat Bakshan Joge Bakshana. Let us all join in Gur Fateh to Guru Sahib Ji and their blessings. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
Ram Kali Mahla Tija Anand